Progress. Progress. Progress.
Okay, let's see if we can take care of that, friends.
You must make progress.
Let's see. This is just like one of those Mercury retrograde days where like my internet went out in the middle of all my sessions. So welcome to the messy and beautiful journey. Okay. I'm gonna invite y'all to let me mute everybody because I can hear somebody's echo. I'm going to invite y'all to grab a couple of sacred objects to you. So I've got a crystal here and I've got bells, and you might grab a candle or an oil, just a couple of things. Go ahead and grab them. There we go. Okay. And just take your time to place these items in some sort of purposeful arrangement in front of you. So it might be that you place them in a circle or you set them at the four corners of your mat. Something that is on purpose, and just moving slowly and mindfully as you're placing things, knowing that the objects have power themselves, and also that a big part of power comes from the intention that we do things with. Yeah. And when you're ready, you can settle into a meditative seat or a yoga posture that feels right for you, letting your eyes close. And just take a moment to land in your body and in your breath here. Deep, slow breaths. See if you can actually feel the geometry of the objects that you've placed on the earth around or in front of you. Maybe you can feel it mapped onto your own body here in the same shape. Maybe you can feel the objects around you creating a kind of sacred protective circle. Just allowing your senses to be in direct relationship to the objects that you've placed on your altar. And with the eyes closed, breathing in and out into that geometry that is just so. Feeling yourself at the center of it, held by the magic that you've created. And it might be that you start to move in a circular motion, letting the spine sort of take you around in a circle, keeping the eyes closed. Maybe the head is circling, or maybe the heart. And just feel the energy that's moving through your skin and through your central channel here. Your body is the center of this temple that we create moment to moment. And just notice how your pelvis, as the heart center of your lower half, is the space where the Divine Mother can really rest here. She's there and she's waiting to be called forth and acknowledged. So let yourself tap into that place with breath, with touch, with your third eye. Just the noticing allows her to start to awaken and invigorate this power that exists inside of you at all times. your capacity to unfurl and open and expand. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. May this practice together be a holy space for us, where we get to call in our magic and our power and how it is amplified by one another, by our love for each other, by our commitment to walking the path even when it's unclear. Feel what is blooming down deep in your root and how it resonates with what is happening up in the heart and the throat and the third eye. You are inextricably linked between earth and sky, above and below. You are the center. And we'll start with a sound, maybe of Om, maybe a different sound that calls you in. Take a deep breath in. Let it come from your root. Switching directions on the circle, whatever way you are moving, let the circle start to go the other direction. Just a couple of times. And even as you circle around, you're also feeling how there's a spiral up and a spiral down simultaneously, rooting down through your legs and extending up through the crown of your head. You again are the center. On your next inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. You can arrange your legs however you like, or the ankles can be crossed, whatever feels good here. Slow, deep breaths. 2 more breaths in this forward fold. Invite yourself into your hips. Feel them ground down into the earth. Expand out. On your inhale, rise up. Exhale, lie all the way down onto your back. Take your time. Roll back however you like. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little side to side. Happy baby pose when you feel ready. Feel your tailbone reach down and extend away from the crown of your head. Let your ribs broaden down towards your mat. Squeeze your legs in, hold the back of your thighs. Start to rock forward and back. Eventually rocking up to a forward fold, plant your hands, walk your feet out, hips width apart. Take a halfway lift, deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Any arm variation. Legs can bend or stretch, or alternate, bending one and then bending the other. Just offer the crown of your head to the earth. Lift a little bit and then release down towards the earth. You're shaking it out, letting the arms help you to wiggle everything from the waist up and release towards the earth. When you're ready, toes out, heels in, Malasana, yogic squat. Reach your right hand down and forward, left arm up and back into the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, stretch your legs straight. Inhale, step your right foot back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Cobra pose, breathe in, heart lifts. Exhale to child's pose. Deep breath in and full breath out. Press down into the earth. On your inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up and back into the sky. Exhale, right foot forward. High lunge, lift up. Exhale, sweep your arms back by your hips, broad through your chest. Take your time. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sweep back. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep it back. Lengthen your spine, deep breath. Airplane pose. All the way up to standing. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Figure 4, left ankle over your right knee. You could open your arms, palms facing out, or hands together in front of your heart. Big exhale. Drop your hips back and down a little bit. Chair pose when you're ready. Left foot meets the right. All the way up to standing, hands to heart. Hook your thumbs, inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward, walk your feet out, interlace your fingers, lift your hands up and over. When you're ready, release the arms, toes out, heels in, Malasana. Left hand down, right arm up and back. Breathe along your collarbones. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Press the earth away. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Stretch back, downward facing dog. Left leg up and back, deep breath. Left foot forward. High lunge, lift up. Feel your back foot. Exhale, bow forward. You're rotating around your pelvis. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. One more time, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, bow forward. Spread your fingers, lengthen your spine, deep breath. Airplane pose, ground down deeper, and then extend up. Soft enough for something new to happen. All the way up to standing, hug your right knee in. Figure 4, right ankle crosses over the left knee. As deep as you want to sit. If it gets wobbly, that's okay. Play with what your upper body is doing. Let your arms improvise to meet the moment of what's happening in the lower body. Chair pose. Step the feet together. To standing, hands to heart. Hook your thumbs, inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right foot back, hook your thumbs, reach your arms up towards the sky. Knee could be up or down as you like. Take a big breath in here. Chaturanga on your exhale, hands down, step your left foot back and over. Heart open, big breath. Downward facing dog, exhale, right leg up and back, inhale. Right foot forward, warrior 2. Palms to the sky, exalted warrior. From your low belly, feel a spiral rolling up through your right hand and down from your tailbone to the earth. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Where can you find that same geometry of your altar inside your body now? Maybe it's the 4 points of your shoulders and your hips, or a triangle of your tailbone and your heels. Circle your left arm down and around. Bend your right knee. Half moon. Launch onto your front foot. Your couch or water bottle under your right hand for support so you can really find space between the ribs on the right side. Chair pose when you're ready. Left foot meets the right. Soft jaw. Come to standing, hands to heart. Hook your thumbs, inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot back, left knee to the earth. Hook your thumbs, reach your arms up. Pull your thumbs apart gently. Take one more big breath. All the way down to chaturanga on your exhale. You can leave it out and meet us in down dog anytime. Your body is so wise. From down dog, left leg up and back. The left foot forward, warrior two. Right arm leads you up. Feel your back body long here. Flip your palms, exalted warrior. Straighten your left leg and reach out long. You could walk your back foot in a little bit for triangle pose. Lean your heart and head into the space behind you just a little bit. Slowly circle your right arm down by your right hip and around. Bend your left knee and straighten your left leg to stand half moon. Left fingers and right fingers are extending through the circuitry at your heart, reaching out in both directions and drawing in. Chair pose when you're ready. All the way to standing, hands to heart. Pause for a moment. Feel your heartbeat in your fingertips. Spread your toes. Feel the base of your pelvic floor widen and open here. You've got a direct line of communication between your root and the ground underneath you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your feet out. Malasana, yogic squat. Crow pose if you like. You could reach your arms up towards the sky. You could lift your tush and then lower it back down to a squat. Little frog squats here. Just moving with your breath, whatever feels right to let energy move through you. 3 more deep breaths. We're going to meet in down dog. You can hop back, you can step back. Take your time. Walk the inner edges of your feet together at the back of the mat. Come forward, heels to the left, side plank. Lift your right ankle up. Bend your right knee, squeeze it in towards your armpit. Step your right foot forward. Warrior two, and no open. Inhale, straighten arms, straighten legs. Warrior two to the back. Flip your palms, exalted warrior. Extended side angle. Let your right arm lift you up and back Skandasana to the front. Pivot around top of the mat, lizard pose. Walk your right foot out to the right. Drop your back knee to the earth. Lengthen out through your heart a bit. And then you can choose to stay lifted, to come down onto your forearms, maybe to walk over to the left. Press away from the earth a little bit. Walk your right foot in between your hands. Half splits. Shift your weight back. Flex your right toes. You can flex and point that right foot a couple times. Feeling into the front and back of the lower leg. And when you're ready, shift your weight forward a bit. Rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes. Pyramid pose. Bump your back foot in. Little halfway lift, make some space and fold in. You could spin your fingers to face back and walk your hands back between the legs. Left hand to your block. Right hand to your right hip. Pull it back. Lengthen your spine. Revolve triangle. Revolved half moon when you're ready. Gaze down towards the earth. Slowly step forward. Left leg lifts. Down into a crouch, hands together, knees together. Half moon, unwrap. Open belly, open throat. Chair pose, left foot meets the right. Feel the comfort of both feet on the floor. All the way up to standing, hands to heart. Hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet out, Malasana. Palms together or fingertips together to let the knees open. Any variation of the shape. Again, just feeling into the opening, the porous base of your pelvic floor so that you could draw earth energy up through your root and send whatever you need to down. Clearing from the crown of your head all the way through your central channel down into the earth. downward facing dog when you're ready, a vinyasa if you like. When you make it back, walk your feet together at the back of the mat, come forward to high plank, heels to the right for side plank. Float your left foot up. Bend your left knee, hug it in towards your left ear. Step your left foot forward. Sorry, you. Warrior two. Windmill your arms open. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Flip your palms exalted. Exhale, extended side angle. Spiral your left pinky finger down. Gaze up underneath your left armpit. And the left arm is going to lift you up and over to Skandasana at the front. So lift and then bend your left knee. Lift a little bit, pivot around. Lizard pose, left toes turn out, left knee points out. You're always welcome to sweep the leg up and then step it forward again. Give yourself a breath or two lifted here to feel into your right hip. And what kind of holding is happening there. And check out what invitations are available for you here. And I think invitation doesn't always mean like amazing feeling. It can, but it also just means like curiosity or interest, as opposed to feeling like a heavy door or a brick wall, which sounds to me more like a really safe parameter. When you're ready, you can lift up, walk your left foot in between your hands, straighten your left leg for half splits. And pointing and flexing the left foot. And then come a little forward, rebend your left knee so you can tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and stretch both legs. Bump your back foot in a bit. Halfway lift, deep breath. Pyramid pose. Grab your block or your book, put it under your right hand and right shoulder, lengthen through your spine. And then feel the spiral initiate at your heart and move up through your throat and forehead. As an opposite spiral extends out around your right hip, right knee, and right heel. Revolved half moon. Nope, revolved triangle. And revolved half moon is there for you when you're ready, right? So feel into this spiral and see if you can explore it and take flight as you step forward. Down into a crouch, hug everything in around your navel, and then unwrap to half moon. Feel into the space behind you. Chair pose. Right foot meets the left. All the way to standing, hands to heart. Step onto your right foot for eagle. Wrap your left leg over. Any arm variation that feels good for you. Left arm could wrap under, hands to your hips or to your heart. You could stay lifted long through your spine or fold in. Let your heart initiate the unwrap to warrior 3. So lifting through the heart and then lengthen. Good. Step all the way back to high lunge. Lift tall. Twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Take a deep breath in. And then we'll tip forward, left hand down, right arm up towards the sky. Side plank, outer edge of the left foot, step your right foot back to meet it. Or you could hook your big toe and sweep your leg up. Right hand down to the earth, take a big breath in, high plank, all the way down onto your belly. Sphinx pose. Forearms out in front of you. Maybe some gentle rolls of the head side to side. If you have a super hypermobile low back, it might actually feel supportive to hug your navel in towards your spine really gently. If your low back is pretty tight and not very hypermobile, it's okay to really let things hammock here. Just trusting what your body tells you. And know that when you're listening and moving slow enough to integrate the information, you're actually always going to find your way into the practice that you need. Few more slow breaths here. And then coming all the way down onto your belly, make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead at center. And feel your lower back soften and widen so that your low belly can really relax to the earth and hug the floor. There's no efforting needed. There's a natural magnetism between your lower body and the earth underneath you. So we're just getting out of the way of what already exists as a pull. Bend your knees, reach back for your ankles. Keep your low belly in relationship with the earth here as you lengthen your knees back and press back to lift up for bow pose. It could be a little lift or a big lift, whatever feels right for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Windshield wiper your ankles a little side to side. And then we'll stretch back to child's pose. Take your time to get there. Come up onto your finger pads. Just tiptoe your fingers a little bit forward. Feel into a stretch along your side body. And lower your palms back down to the earth. Lift up to tabletop position. Inhale, arch your back, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, round. Push down into your palms. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more full round of breath. Come back to neutral. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips down and facing down. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach tall. Hands to your heart. Step onto your right foot for eagle. Left leg wraps over. Left arm can wrap under or hands by your sides or to the heart. Take a big breath to lengthen. And then find some surrender. Maybe it's a little bit of a softening towards the earth or a fold or round forward. Lengthen. Warrior 3. Left leg reaches back. Do we already do this leg?
I'm doing a different leg. but I did the other leg last time. So
Got
I'm
it,
not sure.
totally.
Yeah.
Who knows, guys?
I'm sleepy. Yeah.
Big breaths in warrior 1. Bend your right knee, step your left foot back. Reach your arms up. Goddess pose to the side. Bend your knees out, toes out. Eagle arms, right arm under the left. Lift your forearms. And then tilt your fingertips down towards the earth. Let your head hang heavy. Slowly lift your torso up, drop your tailbone as you do it. Unwrap your arms, stand tall. Back down to goddess pose, left arm under the right this time, or whatever you didn't do last. Lift your forearms up and tip forward, fingertips to the earth. Good. Slowly rise up. Unwrap. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Warrior 2 to the back. Flip your palms. Exalted warrior. Lift. Half moon. Step onto your left foot. Maybe Chapasana. Bend your right knee. Reach back. Clasp your toes. Whatever leg you're on, whatever direction you're facing, you're perfect. Release, come all the way up to tree pose. Hug your knee in and then knee out to the side. Tree pose facing the back. Above or below the knee. Hands to heart, knee in towards center, warrior 3, stretch it back. Step back to high lunge, lift up. Goddess pose out to the side. Soften your jaw. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Warrior two to the front. Flip your palms. Half moon. So much space to breathe here. Maybe bend your top leg. Reach back for a bind. Or some expression that is yours, that is joyful. Good, all the way up to standing. Hug your knee in. Tree pose out to the side. The mind and the body might have very different ideas about above or below the knee, right? So just give your body the grace of making the choice. Feel your pelvis's relationship to the earth underneath you. Hug your knee in, warrior three. Step all the way back, high lunge, lift up. Open to the side, goddess pose. Interlace your fingers, press the heels of your hands up. Let your tailbone soften down. Little rock side to side. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes in, heels out, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come down to the earth or wrap around your outer feet. You can play with handstand hops or headstand here. The feet are going to come together at the center of the mat. So you could take a hop to bring them together or toe heel them together, whatever feels right for you. Yeah. Feet pretty close together. Roll up onto the balls of your toes, balls of your feet and your toes, and start to bend your knees, come down into a little squat. Your knees point forward, crown of your head lifts up. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Yeah. Twist to the front, hands to heart or arms open. You could stay right here. You could hook your arm that's close, it might be left arm or right arm depending on what side you're on, but that's closest to the front leg. You could hook it, hands to the earth for side crow. You could just practice that deep belly twist or stay lifted here in the twist. You can also bring the knees down. Lots of options here. Twisting from the belly. Good. When you're ready, forward fold. Let it go. Lift your toes, wiggle them. Shake your upper body, shake your arms. But hop your feet back out wide, like the wide leg forward fold. We're going to swing the right arm around to the left ankle. And then left arm comes around and forward. Make a window with your elbows. Look under your left arm. Just a gentle tug on that outer ankle. A little bit of traction here. Hold it for as long as feels good in your body. When you're ready, come back through center. Let your upper body seed side to side a little bit. And then we'll take left hand to outer right ankle. Right arm comes around and back. Open the window of the elbows to look under your right arm. Big exhale. Release when you're ready. Wiggle it out. We're going to hop the feet back together. Chair pose this time. Sit back. Twist to the left. Hands together. Inhale, find center. Twist to the right. Find center. Hands to heart. Roll up onto the balls of your feet. Slowly come down into a squat. If you need to separate your feet a little bit, perfect. Find your tall spine. You can stay right here. You can twist towards the back of your mat. You could bring your hands down to the earth and practice the hook of the upper arm outside of your thigh. Deep, full breaths. And a forward fold when you're ready. This time walking up onto your palms. Toes come up towards your wrist creases. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Sense into something that feels pleasurable and good. It might be the stretch on your wrists. It might be the fabric on your pants or your cat, right? Like, give yourself a sense of something that invites you to stay. Good. Release your hands. Hands out in front of you. Hop the feet wide one more time. Bend your right knee. Walk around to the top of the mat. Step back. High plank. Deep breath. Slow lower all the way onto your belly. Locust pose. Hands by your sides or by your ears. Whatever feels right. Lengthen your tailbone back towards your toes. And then inhale to slowly rise up. How soft can you be in the efforting here? Just enough to get a little bit of a lift and a breeze. And then resting when it's right. Locust pose again, or bow pose. If there's strain on the low back, it probably means, for me at least, it means I've lifted too high, right? So try half as high and see what length you can find. Maybe separate the feet a little bit. And then resting when it feels right. Rock your hips a little side to side. Child's pose when you feel ready. Tush back towards your heels. Yogi's choice from here, you could take headstand. You could take thread the needle coming from tabletop. One arm threads under the other. Or stay right where you are in child's pose and breathe. Let the knees come nice and wide. Let your heart melt towards the earth. Slow, deep breaths. If you took a twist to one side, let yourself take the twist to the other side. Taking child pose as a counter pose from a headstand if you took an inversion of any kind. And we're gonna meet in downward facing dog. You can take a few cat-cow tilts along the way here. Downward facing dog, deep breath in. Exhale out through your mouth. Stretch your left leg up and back into the sky. And step your left foot forward, high lunge. Lift tall. Feel into the strength in your back leg. Let that anchor you as you twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Big breath in here, reach. And then tip forward, right hand down, left arm up. And you can lean your left arm back a little bit and really open through your chest and inner left arm. When you're ready for side plank, lift your arm back, stacked over your right arm. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. You might loop your left big toe and step back. Go ahead, take your time. Left hand down to the earth, high plank. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, hop through to a seat. Drop your tush to the earth. Double pigeon. Stack your right shin on top of your left. Widen your sits bones a little bit. You could stack a block or a pillow under your right knee or either knee, both knees. Find your relationship to the earth here. And from that place, see what opens. When you're ready, you'll slowly lift up. Bring your hands back behind you and lean back so that you can step your left foot out in front. Your right ankle is still crossed. Yeah, lock your hands back in so you can sit up tall on your sitting bones. Prop up on your left hand, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then your right arm is going to come up so that the right foot can press into the upper right arm, twisting open to the left. Lengthen up through your spine. Come back through center. Option 1 is to come back into double pigeon. Option 2 is to walk your left foot over so it's in double pigeon. But the right shin lifts up and you cradle it between your arms, interlacing your fingers, pressing now the right foot into the inner left arm. You could play with this. This can feel really nice. You could lean onto your left tush, backpack your right leg over your right arm, reach your right hand down. Left hand comes outside your right foot. Tall spine. You could stay right here, or you could extend. Right leg extends up, maybe looking over to the left. Yeah, you can also do this on your back if you want to play. So that we're showing like all different variations. Play with it, see what feels good. Double pigeon is available for you right here. Good. Take your time. When you're ready, gently release. Shake it out with your legs out in front of you. Symmetrical forward fold. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. You could loop your big toes or hold the outer edges of your feet. Inhale to slowly rise up, reverse plank or reverse tabletop. Fingertips face in, lift your heads. Roll your shoulders back and open. And then release down to the earth when you're ready. Stack your left shin on top of your right this time. Double pigeon, or whatever side you didn't do. Length through your spine. And check out where your body wants to take you. Hands back behind you, fingertips face in, and step your right foot out in front. Left ankle is crossed over. Prop up on your right hand, lift your left arm up, and then left foot comes up high on the left arm as you twist to the right. And then you're going to start to come back through center. Walk your right foot over to the left again. So double pigeon on the bottom leg. You could keep double pigeon on the top or lift your top leg up, cradle it between your elbows. You could stay with this. You could lean onto your right tush, wrap your left leg over your left arm. Take a tall spine, or maybe right hand comes outside the foot and your leg extends up. Wherever you are, let yourself be there. It is so much more than enough. Let yourself marvel at what your body is capable of. And what your breath offers you. Good, and when you're ready to release, let it go, shake it out in front of you. And we'll lie all the way down onto our backs. Bend your knees, walk your feet in, bridge pose or wheel pose, maybe with a block, supported, maybe active, grounding through the legs and feet. Spread your toes wide, ground into your feet. When you come down to rest, or if you're in a supported shape, let your hands make some contact with your body. On your belly, on your chest, on your legs, whatever feels right. Just let yourself contact your own skin. Offer some gratitude for these really clear boundaries and parameters that help to protect you and keep your inner magic and power supported, moving with vitality. And from here, I'll offer the invitation to take the next couple of minutes to do any final movements that feel right in your body. It might be the shoulder stand series, or a twist on your back, or a long heart opener with a block or a pillow behind your shoulder blades. Give yourself room to noodle around a little bit and experiment. Slow, deep breaths. Supported by the ground underneath you. let yourself melt into Shavasana when you're ready. That might look like legs up the wall or the couch. Maybe a blanket or a pillow to place over your belly and chest for a little bit of information about your edges. Sometimes feeling into the edges of the container help us to connect to what's vibrating at the center of it. If you have an eye pillow or a soft shirt to place over your eyes, you might lay that over you, just so that you can really settle into your third eye and your intuitive eye. And as you come to your resting place, it might feel nice to take a big breath in and flutter your lips, big breath out. Just releasing tension in the throat and jaw. Feel your body getting heavy and rooted, magnetized towards the earth, supported here, so that your spirit can journey as your body is held. Take a bucket of clear, cool water and pour it down through the crown of your head, over your brain, and all that's inside your skull, allowing things to be gently cleared and washed so that your mind is bright and open. And let yourself imagine that you see before you a wall, a hedge, a stone cliff, some sort of barrier. You walk along it looking for an opening, but find none. As you continue to search, you see a keyhole within the wall. Lean down to the ground. You will find a very small thing, a nut, a pine cone, a gemstone, a hairpin. This is the key to the labyrinth. Put the key into the keyhole and open the door. The door opens and you see a passage into the heart of the labyrinth. Begin to walk the path of the spiral. It is a single path, so you cannot get lost, though there may be many turns or obstacles. You may meet others, or you may find yourself walking for a long time in solitude and silence. This is your journey inward. Be mindful of what arises for you. What are you seeking? You come to the center of the labyrinth. Notice what is waiting for you here. An altar, a tree, a statue, a book, a flower. Reflect on this object. What would it mean to find it? What would it mean to let go of finding it? As you reflect, you notice that someone else has been sitting here with you all along, so still and quiet you did not see them. They stir and rise and come to stand before you. See them as clearly as you can. I am the seeker of names, they say. It is my work to give a name to all who find the center of the labyrinth. The seeker of names may speak a name you already have or may give you a new name. They may give you a name that reflects something you love in the natural world. You and the seeker of names hear the name echoing all around you. Receive the name with humility. Thank the seeker of names. Return along the path until you come to the door by which you entered. Take your time. When you're ready, close the door behind you. Retrace your steps along the wall until you come to your newly named waking self. Take a moment here with your waking self to let that name resonate through you, or whatever it is that stands out to you. Hold that intuitive messaging, whatever you've heard, as small as it is, hold it with appreciation and curiosity if you can. And if something else arises, see if you can welcome that response. Whatever it is, it's here to tell you something. When you're ready, you can wrap in around yourself, hug your knees and arms in, holding yourself and this name or this journey. Letting yourself find your way up to a seat. Let yourself relax into trust that what you need to carry with you, you will. And let your eyes close here. Just give yourself a moment to remember. Remember the power of being in community in your practice. Maybe you remember a moment of being in the room with all of these people. A moment where you felt really held and alive. And I'm going to read to you about our card today, which is the Sea Serpent card, which makes so much sense. It's a big spiral. The Sea Serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the Sea Serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively, artistically, and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our heart is at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness and healing in to soothe our wounds. When the energy of the Sea Serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity feel like they're left in muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our life, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional life look like, the Sea Serpent loves us and keeps us company just the same. She is a mother. She wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. Yeah. So this is really what we've been talking about together for a year and a half, which is that we are deeply held by each other and by nature and by all of the symbols and magic around us in our healing. And that this work is joyful and fun and hard and intense, and that it brings us to a place where we are more able to keep ourselves really good company with the help of all of our allies, plant friends, human friends, animal friends. What a gift it is to be alive with you, to be in community with you, to be messy with you, to be lost with you, and to be here with you. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for this time. I know that this is not the last time that we will practice together, and that a lot more magic is coming. And I am delighted at the idea that there is no rush for any of us to know what comes next, that we all actually have space for each other to move at just the right pace, that we can actually integrate what is happening in the moment and trust that we're gonna land where we need to land right on time. It's such an honor to witness you and to be witnessed by you. Thank you.
Thank you.